gonna present the part 2 assignment of our week 5 data 620. And this we have chosen a spam based data set from the UCI machine learning. In this we have a 57 number of attributes, and what we have to do is find out which document is spam or not spam. Following with that, we will import all the required libraries. Along with the pandas, we will import the libraries which is needed for the model selection, testing and training purposes. After that, we will go ahead and load the data and load the column title, since they were in two separate files. After that, we can see the data set here. For example, it has the character frequency of the character dollar and character frequency of the character exclamation mark, so on and so forth. We also have a column target which has two values, 0 or 1. So moving on, we counted how many values in the document were spam and not spam. So if it's a spam, we have the value as 1. So there are 1,813 values as spam and 2,788 as non-spam. After that, we will move ahead and split our data set to testing and training data. So first we will split the data set and set the testing set as 30%, that is 0.3, and then we take the random state as 5 and 2. In this we separate the target variable from the input variable, and moving ahead we will split the data set into training and testing, and then we will keep our data to the decision tree model, which will be our first model, and then we will pass the testing data set and the training data set through the model using the decision tree classifier function. After that, we will print out the training set accuracy and testing set accuracy, and also the confusion matrices, in which the diagonal elements tells us that 816 data is non-spam and 460 data is spam, and these both data have been tested correctly. In this model, we have an accuracy of 91% for the test set, and for the F1 score we have, which is the harmonic mean of the recall and precision, we have it as 0.89. Moving on with random forest, which is a model that is built using many decision trees, and the result of the random forest model is determined by averaging the results of each decision tree in that forest. Now we use a method here called random forest classifier for achieving our results. After we pass our training data set to the function, we receive the training set accuracy and test set accuracy. In this we see that the random test was comparatively more accurate compared to our previous model. So in this we have the test set accuracy as 96% and the F1 score as 94%. Moving on to the third model, we take the SVM, in which it is built by creating a series of linear separations between the variables in order to create a model to predict the target variable. For this model, we use the method linear SVC, as we see here, and after that we pass our testing and training data set through this model. After that, we print out our testing set accuracy and training set accuracy, and also print our confusion matrix here. Now the SVM model had an accuracy of 82% and the F1 score was 80. Now moving on with the model selection, since we are done with testing all the models. So out of all the three models, SVM, random forest and decision tree, the second one was the more accurate one, so we decided to go with that model and test it. So we have printed out the description of the random forest model here, and moving on with that we have printed out the importances of the feature which makes a document spam or non-spam. In that, I have used a method of the random forest model, which is the feature importances. Through that we can get all the features, top 10 features, which makes a document spam or not spam. So here we can see that the highest points gets to the character frequency exclamation. For example, if you have an exclamation in the document, that is that makes it more probable for the document to be a spam document, followed by the frequency of dollar signs and the frequency of word remove, etc. We can see here. After that, to validate the result, we will choose a different seed just to see that how well our model random forest performed. So we separate the target variable from the input variable here, and yeah, we follow the same method as we did for the above models. We will split the data set into training and testing. We have kept the test size same, just change the random state. So here, as we see the results, which is similar to, or we can say which is almost similar or exactly same to the our initial random forest model, which tells us that the ability of that model to accurately predict whether an email is spam or not is efficient compared to all other models, that is SVM or a decision tree. So yeah, that's it for this assignment. Thank you.